Hi everybody, hope you're having a great day. Teresa McGallagher here with some mindset hacks, tips, and tricks to help you get through quarantine time. I've been on here every day for well over a month. This is my number 30 video on things you can do to feel better. And hope you'll go back and look at some of the old ones if this doesn't help you out with what you're currently struggling with. But I know this topic is a big issue for almost everybody. So tonight I thought I would address the subject of forgiveness, which is kind of a boring subject that nobody really wants to talk about or wants to employ in their life because we have a huge misunderstanding about what forgiveness actually entails. Almost all of us think that forgiveness means pardon. To recognize that someone has injured us or harmed us in some way, and then to overlook their actions and turn the other cheek and let them off the hook. This is not what forgiveness means. This is not how forgiveness was initially intended to be taught by Jesus. And I know this because the original Aramaic word for forgiveness was shabach, which means in English to unloose, untie, divorce yourself from a situation. So somehow when the Bible got translated into Greek, this word shabach was mistranslated to a word in Greek that means to pardon. Sorry, I'm struggling with the whole notion of pardoning someone. To pardon, which means to have seen the sin, seen the crime, seen and experienced the wrong that someone else has committed, and yet kind of ignore it and pretend like it never happened. This is not the idea at all, and you will never have any good luck with that idea because it's impossible to believe that someone has injured you and yet wish them no harm in return. It's against human nature. We're all driven by this ego mindset that tells us eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth is justice. So how do we forgive people then if we want to do it properly the way that Jesus taught? Oprah Winfrey has a great definition for forgiveness that I love, and she says that forgiveness means giving up the hope that the past could have been any different. Wishing that things could have been different. You have to let that go because the past obviously cannot be changed. We are where we are with whatever has happened, and we can't go back and make it different. And to think and to believe that things could have happened differently is a way of judgment. We're judging others for their behaviors, and we are holding ourselves prisoner when we do this in a story of the past that is harmful, that hurts us. And we don't want to do that to ourselves. We want to be kind to ourselves. So how can we be kind to ourselves when we feel that there has been some sort of injustice committed towards us in the past? So this is the way that forgiveness is meant to be practiced. We divorce ourselves from the idea that we were harmed, and we do that by not giving it our attention and our focus, by instead shifting our mindset from the thing that makes us feel upset, the thing that made us feel hurt, and shifting our focus and attention to the things that make us feel good, that make us feel happy. You only have so much bandwidth. You can only give so much attention to a subject in any given moment. So continuing to obsess and think about something that makes you feel bad is hurting yourself. Maybe someone did hurt you once upon a time, but you're continuing to think about that hurt is just you hurting yourself over and over and over again. Why would you do that to yourself? We think we have to hold other people accountable or they'll just run amok. Thinking about how somebody hurt me is never going to make somebody change their behavior. Do you see the craziness of this? In fact, I love the slogan that says, living well is the best revenge. The best thing I could do for myself is to let go of that grudge, release myself from that injury, divorce myself from that thought, and instead think about things that really bring me joy, really bring me happiness, and put my time and my attention and my focus on those things and move on with my life and enjoy my life and have a happy life. And then whatever happens to that other person, that's for karma to play out. That's not my job to hold them accountable, to make sure that there's justice brought to them. Now, obviously in a court of law, if there's, a criminal activity, that's a different kind of situation. What I'm talking about are things where someone hurt your feelings. How can somebody else hurt your feelings when your feelings come from your thoughts? You chose to feel injured. You chose to feel upset. You chose to feel offended by something that somebody else said, and you hurt yourself. We need to stop doing this to ourselves, and forgiveness is the ticket. So, I talked about the original meaning of forgiveness is to separate, to loosen. We want to loosen our thoughts away from that hurtful topic and stop giving it our time, our focus, and attention so that we can focus on things that truly make us happy. And this is the real meaning of forgiveness. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. It's something that you do for you. So I've been talking about this chart that Dr. David Hawkins came up with, and that shows the different frequency and vibration levels of emotions. And forgiveness is a very high frequency. It's up there with love and peace and joy. And this is our goal, is to enjoy life, to be in love, peace, joy, forgiveness, going with the flow, not struggling, not beating our head against the wall, not trying to make other people be different and behave differently. That's a waste of our time and a waste of our energy. That's what I had to say on this topic tonight. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Feel free to drop me any questions or comments down below, and namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. I wish you a happy life.